All right. What a pleasant way to be here. This is one of our fun again. And this is your program in South District number 13. And it is good to be here again as we talk about district number 13. So one of the most beautiful districts, of course, in Monterey County. And this is talking about their activities. As usual, we're going to be talking about district number 13, talking about the too many issues. As of course, this is the platform for the dedicated communities. Going to discuss the issues about the dedicated communities in South District number 13. Every Friday and Saturday, I'm here driving you, ensuring that you get all the necessary information about District number 13. This evening, I'm going to be making sure to have you updated about the happening in South District number 13. And of course, it's going to be fascinating, very intriguing discussion here this evening. My name is Musa Shabir. I'm the host. So let's break down the reason. All of the places are in the land. So again, I'm here again to talk about district number 10. I always say this because I've seen that things really it can be very valuable. The confidence of the far more I know about in this in Russia. So this video we'll be talking about this number always been doing is showing that updates about activities. Also talking about the challenges that that is what we do here. Go beyond of these technical communities to ensure that we bring out what the people are saying. And like I always say, this program is more about being an advocate for the people of District Number 13 rather than being a program where it's come and talk about what I feel like. How you do, whatever you said for this program is that it's with practical realities of what is happening down there in district in all of these communities. But of course, it's good to be there. It's not good job good job of the uh, it's good that we give the platform for the people where to be able to come to put in place the challenges to talk about the future. This is the kind of thing we have taken back to the community digital number 15. This is intended to ensure that we can get community to see the full power of that. And as part of the institution, we would have given back to the community. So we intend to create this program that is found in salvation of attention for the people of district of attention. And this program comes in we have a project something. Basically, I don't think that is said, that we want to see here in us. After all, is very district number 13. What are the progress of district number 13 of challenges that those communities have been in building issues. So what I'm here, what I do is that we assess some of these issues and finding issues and we get our partners. And the goal goes out to be an advocate for the people. What is being done wrong? We talk about putting their voices, what are they saying? Putting their voices to affect perspective. That is why we do all this people here on Friday and Saturday. And my name is Moses Sean. So today again, we come again to talk about this. And so this program, sometimes we give really value to people of the microphone to the community. To give them with the program. Everyone think about this, more about the community. We don't just go we make reference to issues when it comes to we're talking about this when when you pass also go to next to national issues, to follow the argument or the analysis. We don't go as far. We want to talk about national, about whole issue. What is happening? We talk about the residents of this. So this program is restricted to district number 15. It is for the people of district number 15. So I think this program should be challenged by the people of district number 15 because this is where you can come to people together. It's where you see as the microphone given to you to be able to talk what you want to say, be able to make your voice to resonate as much as part of the media, but some of these things that you're talking about your project before that never been heard yet because you don't have the power. The radius of community is this traffic between the firms. Because everyone thinks every country that we say, we always believe in community. Now is an opportunity for the people of District number 13 to see this platform as a way of seeking this opportunity to be able to come and talk about the community's issues. So of course it is good to be here today, and this program is being proudly sponsored by the ABA Foundation. The ABA Foundation is the only group that Foundation, and they've been doing extremely well. It's seriously well when it comes to supporting this program humanly with all of the resources developed to ensure that this program is always this program and is always in the people of this country. That you can learn the Andy Broker Jala Foundation. Knowledge for continue to serve the people of Mamalatera and district number 15 alive. So there are so many beautiful initiatives back in the communities. Part of some of these initiatives about making it kids reading programs, about the district number 15 and the tournament program. There have been several other initiatives. If you back on other offices, also in observing knowledge in that area, helping people and also helping people district. So in the DHP as well, we will let it lend ourselves and the problem that but continue to do all our every year. People of district, for these are things that we should always talk about. Because this is why we want to continue to see more people doing good things because there are lots of talent, there's lots of projects in that in our society. So when we have people who are willing to people that have the need. So we should always be able to think we are seeking in a return or for benefit. So that is where that we are recommend that what it is for put establishment as last so let's cross over and talk about I'm here to talk about. Folks, yesterday for some of you guys I was being very fast to talk about the issues about the 1.5 million African dollars that was being reversed of hours because it's yet to be confirmed. Yes, the 1.5 million dollars African dollars that was being announced that is going to be reversed to schools from the district of Eaton and passports for almost 600 students in the district of Eaton, which the horrible kind of people. And we talk about even deeper to cover like our critical analysis about what exactly the should mean for the people of this room. You see, as if this is not another political trend that is coming here into our space to give and build over the people of this room another time. Yeah, we talk about that because the reason we continue to talk about these issues is very much important when leaders are willing to prosperity the people and be very accountable because as part of the many reasons for which the people of this republic let we decided that we let people as the one of the futures in office. They believe that people should be a person accountable, should be a person that is transparent. So these are all reasons for people to have to believe that other people will exhibit what is leadership and purpose leadership. So if some of these things are like requires us to speak to the people. Like I said, from my thinking, this is the program for the people. So probably, and I'm putting those speaking speaking in a process. But then this is what the people are saying. So the people are calling on to the Lord for transparency and accountability. Because the very 1.5 billion balance that Brent Dollars is talking about will lose very much bigger again. People will start to use the Lord because we are not saying that we are against uh, the 1.5 million being announced by the Lord that is being disbursed to schools for the tuition for students in South Michigan. We are not doing is something that is not needed. Now, what we are doing that the lawmaker on record of saying to people, including the government, and using his full pocket money to be able to do all these things at the same time contradicting sir about how social purposes that are being given to various communities, religious people are also giving some of those forms to you without fault added you add some of these things, so they might be able to give them, how information for those various. That's where we should be very careful and we do our eyes to cover what exactly we say. Because in the lawmaker is telling us that he uses full protective and at the same time telling us that he's receiving money to most communities that are from those various companies or these very industries and we have this. And that's to say the government is not being taxing people. Because if the people do themselves are willing, suppose they themselves are willing, they themselves are giving money to lawmakers to be able to carry on some of these beautiful issues about ensuring that people should steal. The lawmakers should be clear. People of this world. Indeed, this is what that is happening, and this is how it is happening. But don't be very very, very braggadocious, bragging, telling people about how you and you is taking money from the pocket to use for, to produce and carry on all these beautiful initiatives to talk about. Oh no, you brought them to at the same time you've been breaking that beautiful and the district people are the people that are the poor. So the only place the people knew about, or the only place the people are aware of, is the project and represent. And if you are working for the people of this number something, at the house of the legislature, at the house of representative, and you have all classifications set to the people of this number 13 that you are not getting any other benefit, you are not getting any other form from the House of Representatives with regard to district development funds, district projects. You are not getting any other thing from there. At the same time, you're telling the people that you see your own money for the issue. So are we not also taking consideration of the huge and gigantic economic activities that is taking place in the district contains miles more industrial operations that is heavily contributing to the economy of our country. And in as much as that is happening in this country, it is very much practice that people should be able to also get evidence of the very economic activities that is taking place in the district. And if you are being very deceptive, and every other time the people of this number 13, the people are before them education of these companies about how they are not making up to the promises, and at the same time the people are doing it, but then it is not being made clear by the very certain representative who should be able to use his leadership attribute to be very transparent and accountable to the people of this number 13 and informing them to say, hey, this is what certain government is doing and this is the amount he's giving. And as part of this money, and as part of what I received from this fund, what this number 13. So we should not protest against these people. We should not say these people are not doing up to the policy. Hey, they are doing this and that for the district. Be very fair enough to tell the people rather than going ahead and telling the people of this number 13 that using your pocket money to carry on those initiatives that at the end of the day, what you see is that people agitated, people are indeed people agitated against some of these companies and industrial crowd in the district. That is because the information you are not being very transparent and very clear to the people and tell them. Why is that? Because one of the things we have to establish, you are the chief elected army for the court. Whatever this is something that people are preparing, I think you should be at the forefront, there with the people, helping them to get what they are asking for, to show that fight. But then, if you are excluding yourself from everyone else, if you are excluding yourself, then it raises concern in this issue. That maybe something is happening that we are not aware of. So the issues about transparency that we talk about in legislation, issue about transparency and accountability to the people of this country, instead of you know using this means of collecting finances from some of these industries we have in the district, using these money to carry on initiative, and at the end of the day, creating wrong impression of using the whole packet money to do some of these things is very much wrong. It is deceptive. And it is bad for the growth and development of this district. That is why we must talk about it in as much as this platform is a platform that is advocated for the people of this community. We will not shy away from that. We will talk about it and to show that the voices of the people in Kanga Island that are agitating. Many years they have agitated and been one of the biggest posterate in this community that is situated on their land, on their community land. That community is still struggling for the issue of next state. While you go there, you will see that particular coaster is being well electrified. And they've marginalized the people, and they are not even lifting up to the promise initially made to the people to accept it from the land of the people of Kaga Island. That issue, the people of agitated, they've went to the lawmaker, or with all those efforts, they are then, oh no, it's not for me, they're not bad. So for that reason, we should be able to establish if you are doing something for Kanga Island community, you should establish as if means people are giving back to the community because that is why the people should be able to benefit. That is the people should be able to benefit from what exactly is being what exactly is happening in the district. But the people cannot have deep, huge economic activities taking place in the district, and they are getting they are getting evidence of what is happening is very unfair. The district still struggle, district still wins for the issues about accountability. There are no district report. What is the reason for which there are no district report? And I believe if we don't trust on the lawmaker to tell us exactly what is in that, there's so much about these issues about his own type of money. We have to talk about this issue logically and the lament all these people over and over because it's matter for so many years. This is not the first time. This all initiated been done by other people. We have said it very emphatically that we use the full money to do this project. And the people of district number 13 are fully aware that district number 13 should be a district that is serious and have live developmental initiatives. The statement will have run people that reside in district number 13 have the opportunity to have a lot of people that are activities taking place in the district. And in as much as they are the resident of district number 13, we believe that they should be able to benefit from some of these activities that are taking place in the district. It should not be treated as to if there is nothing that is happening in the district. Those various communities you go there, each of those communities are opportunity to have separate industries, having business in the community. You go to if you want to go the market party community, the market party community are very opportunity to have the ever present money. We go to the Elima community. I think they are very opportune. The Central Jimmy Carroll, the very opportune to have the very opportune to have the two brothers. We go as far as you go to Chocolate City community. They are very opportune to have the fire industry. Go to Kanga Island. They are very opportune to have one bigger post-storage, THR post-storage. You are very developable to have that post-storage there. You can find it. Then will also have certain drugs operating there and the next other companies when board at the Simelco area, the next opportunity we have Simelco, the next opportunity we have Mira Gas. There are lots of other activities that are taking place in the district. We cannot use everything. For all of these people, they are giving back to the district. What are they giving back to the district? It's not seen. Because if we didn't have to do things here to see exactly what are they giving to the people of this number to developing two different initiatives that they are embarking on in the district. It's very glaring. You should be able to see some of these things that they are doing. But we are not seeing it. If they are doing it, then the person they're doing it, the person who is the leader of this district is not being transparent to tell us exactly what is happening. A lot of people know what very clear when he said during the occasion when he announced with the display of those of the display it and said that the $1.5 million that is going to disperse to those schools inside district number 13. Every other thing he said initially is his own money, and later on contradicted himself and said he received $500 USD from the money, the 20,000 given to the people of the Merrimack community, for the people of the Central Carol community, Water community, money given to them, they out of the 20,000, before he said, those Christian corporate that are then given the community, he's now receiving it. So as part of that, he linked the community chairman to release companies to receive the money. And the 20,000 they did receive, people giving 500 United States dollars. And that is now the only place we're talking about. Other companies and other industries in the district as well, they are also contributing. They are also giving back to the community that they are operating in. So looking at how much each of those companies are giving to the community's people, how much are they giving back to the lawmaker to help the district in terms of development, help the district in terms of some of these beautiful initiatives by those. This is the key. Lawmaker must be very clear, tell us this is the case, and this is the money that I'm gather for all of these distribution being made to the various community and what community so decide to get the representative to be able to do jobs, to be able to develop the district. This is what I have received from the community. This is what I have received from the zero channel, and this amount comes out to this exact amount. But you can be very deceptive. You can be very, you can deceive the people by telling the people that I received the put there, and I put some money there, and come up $5 million. After every other thing that you said, telling about this supreme position that you are using your own money to do what you're doing for the people of this number 13. It's being very unjust to the people of this number 13. It's very unfair to the people of this number 13. If you want to be very transparent, be transparent. Each of those money you're receiving from communities are opportune to hold these companies and industry, and they are giving back to the community. The money they're giving back to the community, and the community see the desire, see the need that the lawmaker will also have the deputy. They're giving the money to do something for our district, to have his leadership to achieve. Be very clear and tell the people, say, the community people to themselves, they are happy in this class. This is what they're giving me, and we should be able to appreciate them for what you people are doing as well. You people have been very, proactive to get me this amount to do this thing as your representative. Because if the government is saying you have not signed, you're not receiving any other thing from the House of Representatives, then where is he getting the money from? We believe that the lawmaker, people of the show believe that the lawmaker is receiving money from these zero industries in the country. That is very, the people are giving back to the community. But it has been kept as a secret. That is the reason why the people will always protest against Sinepo. That is the reason why the people always protest against September brothers. That is the reason why the people of Kaka will protest against the because the lawmaker isn't being transparent to the people to tell the people exactly what are the people doing for them. He's carrying every other thing as something he's doing from his own money, something like using his own finances to develop the district. In fact, what exactly is he doing That should be one of the questions. What exactly is he doing with the money given to him to do some of these things? What exactly is he doing? So we will talk about that. Well, let's be very clear and let's be very clever on this matter. We shifted it back on by the lawmaker to disburse money. Those various schools in the district. It is commendable, but it is being used as a political tool to deceive the people. It is not being transparent. It is not done with an account that should be to the people. It is not who you call pray something that is important for you to understand. So we come here, we will unfold it and make you understand and go deeper and deeper what exactly is being done to sway you, to persuade you, and to be able to for you to gain their confidence. By the end of the day, when we realize, when we break all of these issues into pieces, you will understand exactly what is being done to sway you. The people, the lawmaker is using these people earning money to do this in fact when you go beyond you and understand that it is far more beneficial, even more than you your person. But he's not being very transparent. That's the reason why the lawmaker. And if you continue to let the lawmaker not to be accountable, there's going to be something that is like a moral transition for the district. A district of how they call about education, a district of district that district is not giving district support, the science is something that the people of district of attention should be able to call for. But it's not a matter about how many tags is being presented to the camera. At the end of the day, after the occasion, you don't know what happens after war. Like I said yesterday, so many of those schools that other people won't have the scholarship scheme in the complete over many years about you not paying them, not paying those with. So it brought up to the question that as if other people will draw the 1.5 million to pay the debt of those schools, or is it going to be, recruiting new batch of 600 plus students to give them the scholarship opportunity? Because we were here, we saw a lot of parents expressing their disenchantment about how their children were on the scholarship scheme of fellow people. At the end of the day, I've been children were getting angry, we're throwing some of them out of classes, and at the end of the day, they have to find another alternative to have their children in school because the scholarship scheme they were on was being paid for by the lawmaker. So for that reason, they found another alternative have the children stay in school. So this money being brought, if it is intended to pay the debt of those schools, be very clear. Don't give the hope to so many students, so many parents that don't have the financial means to pay tuition for their children. Give them the hope that at the end of the day, they go there again, they start to pay. Very simple, they were a threat. Transparency matter, accountability matter. If we do all of these things, why then you are afraid to be, to give report to the people of this government about what exactly they are doing, to be able to be very accountable to tell us how you get this particular thing and how you did it and how you did that. What is so much about giving report to the people of this government? The people need to understand that part you said that certain birds giving 20,000. I think that should be on a yearly basis. Or that thing, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe they gave it 20,000, 20,000 for the people to the tree community. The 20,000 given according to you is being directed for the chairman of the tree community. And going on and on, other companies as well, they are giving their corporate social funds to their various communities with it. If this is what is happening as we serve, hmm, don't you think as a leader of our district, it still requires you to be very much as serious, to be very much methodical, understand that you have to give the report about what are they doing for the people that people need to know, people know what is being done here. People need to understand as it is the economic activity, all of these activities that is taking place is actually, how to impact on the development of the district, how to impact on the public of the resident of district number 13. People need to understand all of these things. They should not be secret. They should not be secret. Because if the issues about transparency, the issues about accountability are the issues that people are raising, I believe that it's about time the lawmaker is accountable to the people of district number 10 instead of telling the people how he's using his full packet money to carry on initiatives in district number 13. This is not what the people told you when they elected your representative to come and brag before they tell you use your own money. This is not what, because this is clear more like you want to, you are using the political tactic to be able to win for the people rather than being realistic to the people, telling them exactly where the money every the people of this money coming from to show that the federal development project in the district. So don't be very deceitful to the people. It is very unfair to the people of district number 10 if these things are happening. The people deserve better development, the people deserve a good living condition. Far more we concerned that this district is economically rich. So for that reason, the people themselves should be able to get the benefit of what is being, what is happening in the district. If the district holds the biggest industry, if the district holds the biggest industry, I think that should be able to provide an opportunity for the young people of the district who want to go and do some job, be able to earn something for themselves. I think that's a great opportunity for the young people. These are things that we should be looked at. But we have investigated, and I have investigated in October that the very quick story that I continue to talk about every day, the people of the Kanga Island community, they have been able to leave that have less than 10 more people from that country that is working in that particular industry. That is why it is happening there. In fact, have children in that community, they are not going to relax, still drinking water, the people relax electricity, every other thing. What are they doing? What are they doing with that? With what exactly doing on the land of and who should be speaking for them? Who should be making sure that their voices are heard? You are the leader of the people of district number 13. For that reason, you should be at the forefront when some of these things are happening inside the district. So if you are not doing your work, it raises question about problems. There could be something else happening between you and the company that you're not telling the people of district number 13. So that is it. When the social corporate funds that are given to the various communities being given, I believe, and the community people being so far-sighted to see the need to give some portion of the money to the lawmaker to do development in the district. You should be very emphatic and say to the people that this money is not my own pocket money, but it is the money that I have generated from the various communities through their social corporate funds to do this, to do X, Y, and Z, but not telling the people about how you are then sidelined by the ruling Unity Party-led government, as you always say. But I think there should be, people should look when when the lawmakers say some of these things. Sometimes we should be very clever and clever to understand exactly what is the lawmaker saying there, and what exactly is what the lawmaker is saying. Is it actually true? We should be able to go beyond and not just see what he's saying. We should be able to verify what exactly is he saying. Because if you say you're been sidelined by the ruling Unity Party government, and then you're telling the people of District Number 30 at the same time that you have not been receiving district project funds since your first term in office, it brought to the question to say that when you were in office then, it was not the ruling Unity Party government. It was not a Unity Party government we had then. We had the CDC government. We have the Weah Taylor-led administration. You are a strong supporter of the coalition of democratic change. Why then, with all of your proximity around President Weah, with your proximity with so many of these lawmakers, with your proximity, why didn't you lobby? Why didn't you use your leadership? And by then you were on sideline because that was during the Weah Taylor administration. You are a strong supporter of the CDC, but you could not use that means to get the project funds that would have carried on some beautiful project in the district. You were not able to get it. Since then, coming down to this ruling Unity Party-led government, and now you are not still receiving according to what you said. So why now you are shifting the blame on the ruling Unity Party government if in fact you have not been receiving that particular project fund since during the reign of George Manneh Weah? And you are a strong supporter of the coalition of democratic change. It was during your government then that you have even been deprived of getting the district project fund, the district development fund, according to what you said. If you have been very unable to get it up to this time, then what is it that you are shifting the blame on? You are shifting the blame on the ruling Unity Party-led government being the reason for which you are not getting the district development fund, you are not getting the district project fund. I think there is something happening you're not telling us, and you need to tell the district people, because the district people need development. The district people need project. I also heard you talking about how you go to support the district people if they intend to come out to stage a protest action to go to list to have their district development funds and their district project funds. If we knew that would have been the best way forward to get the district project fund, to get the district development fund for the district, why then the government you supported, why didn't you propose an idea then? It is now you are proposing the idea because you are not a supporter of the ruling Unity Party government. And this is not the first time it has happened to you. Why didn't you propose the ideas then when you were being deprived of, you are allegedly being deprived of what you said, of not having a district project fund and the district development fund? There is no single project being done in district number 13 by Liz according to what you said. And why didn't you propose the idea to the people of district number 13 when they were calling on you, when they were telling you that you are not doing any projects from their project fund, they are not seeing their district project fund, they are not seeing their district development fund. When they were asking you, Why didn't you propose the advocate? Why you see it very necessary at this point in time to raise the argument that this is now time for you people to go and agitate for your project fund, agitate for your project and development fund for the district. So you now want to shift the responsibility from your head and then put it on the people. That is not what the people elected you for. You should be the person ensuring that the people get what they want. But now you're taking your responsibility that you should be able to shoulder on and giving it back to the people that elected you and give their job to you to do their job. You simply telling the people of district number 13 that you are unable to do the job. Because if you are proposing an idea to the people of district number 13 on how they can be able to get their project funds, and you telling the people simply that you've lacked all of the abilities to be able to ensure that the people get their project fund. You lack the power, you lack every other thing the people are giving to you to use to work for them. So it's better the people themselves, the people take back their power. If you have been very unable to advocate, if you have been very unable to push for the people of district number 13 to get what they need, but rather than now inciting the people to go and pressure rallies to be able to do projects in the district. That's what you said. You said it during the time when you were making announcements of the $1.5 million of rent dollars. So you have to take responsibility. You have to do what you were elected to do. Without any complaint, you must be able to deliver what the people expect from you. Be able to deliver. And in the course of that, be accountable to the people. Be transparent to the people. Be very fair to the people. Those communities that need benefit, those communities that need to feel the impact of what is happening in the district. Those are the arguments, those are the issues that the people are raising from the various communities. The people are saying they have the opportunity to have this other person, this other entity, this other person, this other entity doing business in their community. But what do they seek to benefit from that particular activities in the community? The same mining company we have two same mining sites, if I'm not mistaken, inside district number 13 as of current. Those two same mining sites we have in the district of current. What have been the impacts on those two communities? What are they doing? Should be so much about doing things that wouldn't affect them or affect the people of the community. The Bachelor Factory community we talk about, even the road we talk about, the road that the people wanted, that is not the road not given to the people. In fact, the road is being used for the business of the very same mining company, so it benefits the same mining company, more of it benefiting the community. So far more beyond that, they've signed an agreement that the community have served. And they are not living up to that agreement. And what is the reason for which the Everbright Sand Mining Company is not living up to her agreement? You cannot be massively. And in fact, the Everbright Sand Mining Company is two communities who have benefited from this very same mining company from what I've gathered so far. Because when you look at the same mining, they play the same money is being is functioning. The place, the activity is being carried on. That particular place, it should be in the Stockton Creek community, if I'm not mistaken. So the Stockton Creek community and the Battery Factory community, they're almost together. So the Stockton Creek community people have complained on several occasions about they not receiving any benefits from the ever-present mining companies. And in fact, they raised so many alarms with respect to how the same mining companies have been a serious embarrassment to their community. But however, they are not getting any support when it comes to the issues about electricity. They have issues with electricity, they have issues with road. They talk about having a clinic. There is no clinic in their community. The people there, they are suffering at the expense for what is being done in that particular Stockton Creek area, because the sand beach is in Stockton Creek, is with Stockton Creek and Battery Factory. So Battery Factory is even complaining that the same beach is not, or the ever-present mining company, it's not actually, living up to their agreement. At the same time, the people of Stockton Creek community, they are saying they are not getting an inch of the benefit of Stockton of ever-present mining company operations in the two communities. In fact, the people, they are buying the same at the same price. The same price they also buy the same for the buying it without any discount being given to the people that reside in the community. And the agreement is signed with the people, they are not living up to that agreement. So this is what I continue to happen if all of these activities taking place and the people are heavily benefiting from our soil, the people are benefiting, but the community people are not getting impact, they are not getting the benefits. Even a youth center, the Battery Factory community, I don't think they have a youth center. So some of these things, when they are happening, we must be able to talk about here on this program in South District number 30. Because like I said for my intro, we're advocating for the people of District number 30 on this platform. This is the microphone for the people of District number 30. So whatever affects you people, we come here, we will talk about it without any ear of favor. We'll talk about it. And whoever be the center stage of what is happening to the people, we will talk about you so that you can get changed and be able to do the right thing. What the people want you to do, be able to do it for the people. And most of these things, when we talk about, then you will always tie it, into the leader, because most of these things that are happening in the district, the district leader is always tied to them, because probably he's not playing cards well, he's not doing his job well. And he must be able to do exactly what the people elected you for. Accountability, transparency matter to the people of district number 30. And this issues about accountability and transparency, we talk about it over and over. Without getting tired, we talk about it over and over. In as much as we're talking about district number 13 development, we're talking about the progress of district number 13, whatever that hinder, whatever that appears like a semblance of hindrance to the growth and development of district number 13, we will talk about it. And whatever the people are talking about, we will talk about it. Will put the people's voices into perspective. So we have to be very clear. We have to be very clear about this. Sometimes when you talk about some of these things, you know what happens? People go about, seeing you to be somebody who doesn't, comment good things when they are happening. People see you as an anti, and that is a wrong perception of the people, because If you just see things from the broad perspective and without going deep and deeper to tell the people about exactly what is being shown to the people, it's not exactly how the things look like, then probably at the end of the day, the people will end up making more mistakes. So sometimes it's very much important we talk about some of these things very cleverly and clear to make the people understand how does this look like. Because now the very scholarship issue we're talking about, some people already started to raise concern about this scholarship issue. They are concerned about how many schools are receiving this scholarship. And in fact, how this, like I said, this scholarship is it going to be about new recruit of 600 plus students? And this should be made very visible and very clear. The lawmaker already have in place a scholarship scheme that you talk about almost all of the time. And that particular scholarship scheme you have in place, there have been numerous questions about how the scholarship scheme is operating in those various schools. Administrators have complained that the lawmaker also schools in the district. And for that reason, some of those students on the scholarship scheme, they've dropped. So we have to understand if as part of the 1.5 million, schools will be paid the money and the credit, they will be paid some of their credit. And the one that will remain, that's what we're talking about transparency. The one that will remain from the 1.5 million Nigerian dollars, the one that will remain, how many students will it cover? The lawmaker should be able to tell us how many students will it cover. If it's going to cover 300, 200, or 100 students, it should be made very clear. But don't tell the people 600 plus students going to receive the scholarship, tuition free. Then you use the money to pay the debt. At the end of the day, you have 600 students. Then some people start to feel disappointed without getting the scholarship. At the end of the day, the tuition is not being paid for all those 600 students that will be announced. But what will happen now? People already carry the information. People will carry the information that you've already given 600 plus student scholarship. But realistically, when you go beyond the scene, the announcement have already been made. The media already carried the announcement. People already in the district heard that the 1.5 million will cover over 600 plus students. So as to if the 600 students, they are going to be new recruits or they are those 600 students, they are not the exact number that particular remaining money, as if the lawmaker will be paying the debt of some of those schools. So you have to be very clear to make the people understand all of these things, all of the very things. Transparency matter. And in fact, and be very clear to tell the people in the 1.5 million, the portion of aid that you use as your own money and the portion of aid that was being given to you by the community people. That the people know exactly what is happening here. How did they derive at 1.5 million being given for tuition for school? Because if the Belema community, for example, the Belema community, Central Jimmy Carroll community, the Sawmill community, if these community are giving you 500, for example, the community also expect you to take some students from their communities to be part of the scholarship scheme, because the reason for which they gave the 500 to you is for you to have some of their communities, the voluntary communities, some of their communities students benefiting from this particular initiative. That is the reason, and they've already informed their community people that this is it, and we have 10 persons from this community We have 5 presidents, we have 15 presidents from this community. The scholarship being announced by NLP Flomo, we also contributed to that. So we're going to send 15 person name. We're going to send 15 person name to the honorable, and this 15 person is coming from our community because we contributed to that money. And the money we contributed was for people in our community here to be able to benefit from the scholarship scheme. So this person will benefit from this. If that is the case, make the people understand that the people from this various community, they are giving me money, and that is the money I'm going to use for my scholarship scheme to be able to send students to school and pay their tuition. The community is part of the process. The community is helping in the process. The community is giving me money. You should not take out the community if they are giving you money to support this particular process. They should not be taken out. Be very fair to the people of district number 13. That money, that 1.5 million, everything is not from your pocket. The money, be very clear. The people giving money and the people going to send their recommendation to you to tell you that 15 students will come from their community that should be part of that scholarship scheme and go across the district. And every other people that have been giving you money, they will give their recommendation to you. And that is it. Don't score political goal on the people money that they are using to pay the tuition of their own community people or their own people in their community. That is the wrong impression you want to give to the people to buy this sentiment that you pay 1.5 million for students tuition in the district. That's wrong. That's been very unfair and very deceitful to the people of district number 13. We have to re-emphasize and talk about this because it matters of clarity. When the people doesn't receive the rightful information, when those information have been quoted by those politicians, we have to come in again and quote it, enter the bypass password because they keep the password to only themselves. So we will use the bypass password here as the voices of the people to be able to make you understand, to go deep and deeper what exactly been designed to deceive you as politicians, how they do their things. So sometimes don't be afraid as a community people as well when you're giving this particular money to the lawmaker, helping him in that endeavor, because he said the money goes directly to you, and you are the people that are giving him some portion of the money. Though we will go beyond to verify, so if even the community people are 500 and giving him, we will go beyond that to verify that. But if the people receive 20,000, we don't know as if the people have received that. But that is what exactly he said. And the people are giving you some portion of this money. Don't you think it's being very much fair as a leader to say, yes, indeed, I've collected all of this money, and this is the money I'm using. So let's be very fair here. So we were making understand all of these things. Kind of resident of district number 30, you will understand them. You understand it very clear. Will break it down for you. Because many of you have already, some of you now hold the perception that indeed NLP Flomo is using his own money to do this. And some people will go about with the information. Where were you when you gave 1.5 million to the people of district number 30 to pay tuition? Leaving out the other information where the people of those various communities, they are social corporate funds, they collected, they giving the money and combined, all of those money were being combined to pay the school fee of students and leaving out the referral information. That is how they do their things. And you have to understand all of these things. When the people are doing these things, well, it will be very hard for you to understand it. That is the reason why when we come here, we can see far beyond what they are doing. So we'll be able to make you understand exactly how they are designing the entire stuff and do it. The people should be able to give back to the district. The people should be able to give back to you. As part of that process, when the people giving back to you, it should not be used it should not be used for political reasons. It should not be used to run politics, to run campaign. It should be used for the intended purpose. It should be used as if you deserve it. It should be used as if that your money that should be coming to you for development purpose. That is the money that is coming to you, but it should not be used for political reasons, for campaign purposes. That is being unfair, and that is being very wrong to the people of the district. And we must talk about it emphatically to make the people understand very clear that don't feel like you don't deserve some of these things, because when the lawmaker tell you that we are not receiving project fund, don't believe that. Don't yet stay. Don't believe development of project in the district. Don't hold the perception that every other money is coming from his pocket, because you must understand that your district is rich and there are a lot of economic activity taking place in your district, and the people and those companies, they are giving back to your district to support the lawmaker to be able to carry on development. And when they are giving it, it should be very clear and say, oh, these people, they are doing this, they are doing that with the help of them. Though we are not receiving project from, with the help of them, we are doing this, we are doing that. Be very transparent to the people. But not tell the people, say you're taking your own pocket money to do this thing. Then what are those industries and companies we have in the district? What are they doing for the people? What exactly are they doing? So they are just here, carrying on all of these activities, but then giving back to the district. So what are the benefits we're getting from them? When the lawmaker should be the one lobbying, should be the one going to these various companies, telling them how they should be able to give back to this community. So what is he doing with respect to that? When he's just leaving everything open and saying using his own money, we should not fall for these things. We should be very clever to understand when he says some of these things. We should be very clever to verify what exactly he's saying. That is why this platform is here for you. So let's open the telephone line. The number to call is 0770 13 13 18, 0770 13 13 18, 0770 13 13 18. Better still, you can call 0886 27 2620 and be part of this program this evening. The number is 0770 13 13 18. 0770 13 13 18. You can call and be part of this program. This is a program inside district number 13. We're talking about district number 13 this evening. You can call and be part of this program inside district number 13 this evening. The number is 0770 13 13 18. 0770 13 13 18. The loose star number is 0886 27 2620. So the telephone line is open. You can call and make your point if you want to. The telephone line is open, but let's continue talking. So this is it. We need to continue talking about the issues about accountability, the issues about transparency. The lawmaker need to tell us what is it that is not giving report. He needs to give report to the people of district number 13. The people cannot go all along this 6 years without the lawmaker giving some. Okay, let's pick this person. Hello, callers, tell us anywhere you join us from. Or you slip off the line, so you can still call back and make your point if you want to. The number is 0770 13 13 18. 0770 13 13 18. No better stay call the loose star number 0886 27 2620, 0886 27 2620, and be part of this program this evening. Inside District 13, my name is Musa Sherry, and I'm here this evening talking about District number 13 as what we do as a way of giving back to the people of District number 13. So you call and then you make your point, and we talk about District number 13 together. Let me take this person here. Slip of the line, slip of the line. So that's it. You can still call. I don't know what's happening there. Keep slipping off the line. But that's it. You can still call. You can still call. We have time to take a call. So call and then make a point. The number is 0770 13 13 18. 0770 13 13 18. 0886 27 2620. 0886 27 2620. So that's it. So the issues about accountability, the issues about transparency is something that should be a must for the representative. The reason for which I continue to talk about these issues because it's something that we should be able to talk about and re-echo. So let's take this person. All right, the person slip off the line again. I don't know what's happening. Keep slipping off the line, but you can still try and call again. You can still call the line. The telephone line is open. Call and make a point. So let's continue. So the issues about accountability, we continue to re-emphasize and talk about it here on this program inside edition number 30. Because the people need to understand exactly what is happening. The people need to understand exactly how things are going. If you are not making the people to understand exactly what is happening in the district, you open more rooms for confusion. You open more room for grievances. You open more room for people feeling that they've been marginalized. Because, for example, if the people of Kanga Island, for example, they are not getting the benefit that they should be getting from the THR story, and they are raising concern. And these concerns they are raising, and the lawmaker makes some intervention, and the people of that place start to, maybe adhere to some of those plights being made by the people of the community. And through that means they decided to help the people of the community, maybe through the representative. And moving forward, the representative is not making the people understand, even though the representative might be willing to go there in the community and do some project, but it's not making the people understand that the very people here, these are the people with the help of them, we are ensuring probably to build this water pump or water kiosks for you people. If you're not being very clear to say that to the people, then the people, that's this person. Hello. Yeah, call us, tell us anywhere you join us from. No, 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 no. That is not what we're talking about here. So for example, then the lawmaker is going to the Kanga Island community, and the lawmaker is maybe building a water kiosks for the people in the Kanga Island community without telling the people where he's getting the support from. But he's telling the people that he's using his own money to do the project. So the people believe that is a representative who money is using. So that's to say the people, this particular industry, they are doing nothing to help us. They have no impact on us. So it will create confusion. At the end of the day, what happens is that the people of the Kanga Island community start to agitate, start to protest. Let's see this person. Hello, callers, please walk away from your monitor. No, 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 we can continue with you. We can continue with you. A line is very bad. A line is very bad. So we can continue. So at the end of the day, what happens here is that it creates confusion within the community, create confusion because people start to protest against the coaster. The people start to protest against them because the people felt or the people feel like the coaster is not benefiting their community. The coaster is not giving back anything to their community. And for what they've seen, the community was something that was being erected or being constructed by the lawmaker. It was never the particular company's effort to have that development in the community. So at the end of the day, the people started protesting against the THR cold storage facility. They started protest. It created more room for confusion because the people will feel that they are not getting any benefit from them. But if at all you desire to be very transparent, if you are engaging with some of these people, like the likes of Seti Brothers telling them to give back to the community, and they agreed and they are willing to give back to the community. And even if you should be the one receiving the money and you want to do something good for that people that live in the pyramid of certain brothers that should be benefiting hugely from the operation of certain brothers in district number 13. If you're doing projects for them, it should be made known to the people that live in the certain brother region that this project I'm doing is with the help of certain brothers that I'm doing this project. With that, the people are aware. With that, the people are in the know that this particular people, they are giving back to our community. And that is why the lawmaker is doing this and doing that in this community. The people then, they are aware of that. Then with that, it won't be confusion. The people won't say that they are not doing anything. But if you go about telling the people and not giving the people the proper information, if you're not giving the people the proper information, but rather you are telling the people that every other thing that is happening is from your own resources, it's from your own pocket, without the help of anyone. Every other initiative, every other development project in the district, and telling the people that you're not even receiving the district project money. So every other thing that is being done in the district, everything coming from your pocket. So it raises question, and the people start to vote against Seti brother. The next day, the Seti brothers people see as an embarrassment because they will feel more like they are complying with the communities. But why then the people are still agitated? Why then the people are still agitated? That is why sometimes when the people are protesting in the district, that is why sometimes when you people come out to say you want protest against certain companies, you will protest and protest. But the lawmaker will come around, by the end of the day, nothing will happen. Because the people feel like they are doing what they are doing. But you are not you are not understanding exactly what the people are doing. Because transparency is lacking. If the people even giving a cent to the community and they are using your lawmaker to give it to him to do something good for you people. And the lawmaker, even if he's doing it and use it to foster his political career, to do these things to score political goal, because he feel more like when he say it's my own money, it's going to be something like, nobody is sponsoring it and he's doing it for his own money. So it's not helping the people. It is not helping. That is not help to the people. If you start to do things like that without being very transparent. Sometimes the initiative is beautiful. Sometimes it's commendable. But transparency matters to the people most. Because all of these things that are happening The people need to understand exactly how is it happening. The people need to understand all these things about. So keeping the people out of the loot is not good. Keeping the people out of what exactly happening will create more confusion than creating more solution. So, so the issues about accountability, the issues about transparency, the lawmaker must be able to give accounts of the community, the district resources he's receiving. If not from the government, as he has said, that the government is not giving resources to the district to develop the district. So you should be able to give account for what the district is set with the availability of the various industry we have, the particular resources the district is generating that should be able to develop the various communities in the district at large. We are asking the lawmaker to give account of that because he is the father of the district. He supersedes that. And he should be able to give account of that. That is accountability the people of district number 13 are calling for. That's this person. Hello? Yeah, good. Tell us anyway, Jonathan. Okay, quiet you. Okay. Did your son receive the scholarship? Hmm. And you go through all of the processes. You go through all of the processes. You went there and said give you scholarship, and you went through all of the processes, but didn't receive the scholarship, right? No. Okay. Hmm. And that is what we're talking about here. Okay. All right. Thank you for making your point. You see, that is what we're talking about here. Like I said, I was being very clear to say there are some parents they are angry with this entire issues about the lawmaker scholarship. You just heard. There is where the issues about transparency and accountability comes from. When you finish telling the people that we can't get your scholarship, we can't get your scholarship. Like I said, people should understand about the recruitment processes. So let's take this person. Hello. Yeah, tell us anyway you join us from. Okay, go ahead. Hmm. You come in distorted, please. Hmm. Mhm. No. According to the representative, it's not going to him directly, but these rural communities they are receiving their social corporate funds. But what he made very clear was that the community people themselves they are also contributing to the efforts of the lawmaker to do projects in the district. So they are taking some part of the funds and give it to the lawmaker to do some initiative. Mhm. Okay. Thank you for making your point. Thank you. So that's it. We you can stay called, and we just have few more minutes to go. Now have the luxury of time is almost time to leave Stitcher, but that is it. Hmm? That is it. That is what that is happening. Hmm? Like I talk about the issues about the scholarship. When I said this scholarship scheme that is in the district, the scholarship scheme has been in existence for long since. You just saw it, right? When I read the issues about transparency, the lawmaker to be very clear and tell the people of district number 13, say this is it. Hmm? This 1.5 million Liberian dollars scholarship that is going for over 600 plus students. It is going to be about new recruit. That should be made clear. It is going to be about the already scholarship scheme and structure in existence that is going to buttress the effort to pay some debt to those schools. It should be made clear. Because you just saw, let me take this person. Okay, the person slip up the line. So he just saw one caller telling us that the very scholarship process, he went through the processes. By the end of the day, he didn't benefit from the entire scholarship process. Hmm? So this is what happened when the clarity is not being made to the people. When the clarity is not being made to the people start to come out and say, "Oh, I want my child or I want my children to go, for the scholarship." Let the lawmaker to go on the lawmaker scholarship. They start to bring, they start to go for the project, they start to do it. Then at the end of the day, the people applying for the scholarship, none of them are getting the scholarship. In fact, there are so many things that have not been made clear to the people. The lawmaker was so much about showing the money before the camera, and rather than being very clear to tell the people how this entire scholarship thing is going to be about. It's not so much about telling the people 600 plus and showing the money before the camera. People want to understand how this entire scholarship thing is about. Be very clear to the people. What are the processes to get the scholarship? Who are those that are going to be eligible to get a scholarship? All of these information are lacking. You just come and show too much money in front of the camera. That is why I say when you're doing development, when you're doing some of these things, don't do it with being so political, because that it appears more political rather than the lawmaker was doing this, you know, for the referral intent to really pay over 600 plus student tuition. And that is why I'm saying, yeah, this platform is more like advocating for the people of district number 30 who will go far beyond to establish as if the 600 students will receive this particular scholarship. Because they will not tell you the truth. He will not tell you the truth. He will not provide teachers clarification. Because let's do this person quickly. Yeah, hello. Tell us anywhere you join us from. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
Mhm. Yes. Mhm. 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 All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. We don't have a lot of time to be anymore. That's all for today. And thank you for those of you listening for playing the listening role. And thank you. That is all I have for you for today. And we'll be back here again next Friday and Saturday. And I hope you always salvation number that we talk about this number that it's always good to be here and this evening. And this is how I like to take